Hey guys, what's up? My name is Chris. Thanks for coming to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will be discussing, reviewing the new movie, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So, let's get into it. This is a straightforward review. It's also a spoiler review. But by straightforward, it's just me pretty much just talking straight into the camera. So I'm sorry if I don't have cutscenes and show things from the trailers, things that I mean. I'll try to do my best. But I just seen this movie last night, and I really wanted to after seeing it, I was like, I need to talk about it. I love this movie. It to me, as of right now, is it's up there. I'm not saying it's the best, but it's one of the best Marvel movies I've ever seen. I have been loving what they've been doing with Marvel now, what Marvel has been doing. It's really awesome. Just to think that with the TV shows you got going on Disney Plus, and then these big blockbusters that are coming out, and then some of them aren't big blockbusters, some of them flop, but before this movie, we had No Way Home, and that was a really good one that I enjoyed. But this one to me blows No Way Home way out of the water. Holy shit! This kind of reminds me a bit of Infinity War because it was non-stop action. So before I go into this, full out talking about and spoiling the movie, it's a spoiler review. So if you have not seen the movie, I suggest you go do that and skip on out and then come on back later and then see if you, like what I say or don't, But if you have, stick around and let's talk about it. So here I go. This is directed by Sam Raimi. He is a very well-known director. He is also the one who did the Spider-Man films with Tobey Maguire, which were awesome. I really enjoy them. I love them. There ain't no shame. You don't like them? That's fine. I love them. So this is his first coming back to direct a Marvel movie. I don't think he has done any other Marvel movies besides those ones. He also did he created the Evil Dead franchise. So if you know horror, I love horror movies too. I love superheroes, but I also love horror. So this is kind of in between. I'm not going to call it a full-out horror movie, but the horror elements are there. This film has to do with witchcraft and dark elements, the spiritual realm and stuff like that. It's cool. I really enjoy this movie so much. I could just see the actors and actresses. I felt the dedication. I was really mesmerized from beginning to end. Not to mention there's great cameos. Patrick Stewart coming back as I was about to say Mr. X, Charles Xavier. No, he's not the same Charles Xavier that you might have known him as the one in those original X-Men films. But no, he's Charles Xavier from this other universe, and they also introduced a Captain Marvel. They introduced Black Bolt, who's this really powerful being that can do supersonic screech. You have Captain Carter, which was really cool seeing her all big and puffy like Captain America, and also John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic. Now, what's awesome about this is because I seen for a while people wanted John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic, and I wasn't saying no to that at all. I was like, oh yeah, he definitely fits. That's cool. But it's just really cool that you see the power in social media and with Instagram and Twitter, how fan bases and people create these accounts and get all these followers, and you tag an actor or you do fan art, you send it to a director, and they look at that stuff. People in the industry, they see, and I truly believe that guy was casted because of how many people wanted him as Mr. Fantastic. Now, these group of characters were known as the Illuminati. That's what they're called in the, I guess, the comic books or whatever. They get ran through real fucking quick by by Miss Scarlet Witch. She fucks them up, and it's really cool how she does it. However, I just want to say, they finally did it. They have finally introduced mutants and the Fantastic Four. Thank you, Marvel, because we've all been wanting it, and we finally got it. There they are. When they show Charles Xavier rolling in, we should tell him the truth. It's like, and that's the X-Men 97 cartoon, well, from the 90s theme. So, and I know that they're doing an X-Men 97. They're redoing, not redoing, but they're continuing their off of the story, which should be really cool. The cartoon, I can't wait. Anyway, but that's just awesome. They exist. Mutants exist, and so does the Fantastic Four, and so do all these other powerful beings. This is just awesome with what Marvel has done. Multiverse, it's not even time travel. It's so beyond like time travel. It's like a whole different world, a whole different universe. It's really bugged out when you think about it, the concept. It's a little freaky, but I love it. Now, I wanted this to be like, you know, a short, quick review. I loved, so I'm just going to talk about the things I loved. I really loved the movie from beginning to end. I can't wait to go see it again. I think the score was great. There's a great moment when we see Scarlet Witch and she's like levitating and she's like floating, and they show her consciousness, her soul. She's doing some witchcraft kind of shit, and she's like transferring her soul through like the multiverse to find this alternate, this other Wanda to possess her, because she's looking for America Chavez and Doctor Strange. Pretty much her motive is to find America Chavez, kill her, take her power, which is to jump through the multiverse, kind of have control over the multiverse, and then find her children and be with her children. However, it's like, well, what is she going to do to the Wanda when she gets there, right? And that question actually does pop up to the Scarlet Witch, and she just avoids it. I don't even think she asks. She kind of just gives them this look, like, I'm going to do what I want to do. And, yeah, Scarlet Witch has become... She became corrupted after WandaVision. Through this book. It's like this witchcraft book, and her and Doctor Strange had some cool dialogue going on in the beginning of the movie when he asks, like, you know, can you help me with something? And it's revealed that, like, she already knew who America was. He's like, she's like, oh, you never did tell me her name. And it's just like, oh, like, it's just great. And she does like this with her hand, and we think that she's like picking, like, you know, fruits from like these trees, and she's really in this like abyss of like it's like all these trees are just like you know, all this red ember. It's just, it's so great. This like the freaking way it was filmed, the CGI. Yo, this movie's really, it's a lot of fun. It's beautiful. It was beautifully done. I feel as though it has a whole really good blend of things, from the way it's shot, the CGI, the score, the characters, the acting. I really was invested, like I said, from beginning to end. So forgive me if I'm jumping around. There is one thing that I was curious about, and it's with Vision. So when Wanda is looking for her children, she eventually finds that through the multiverse her children exist in another universe, and so does her another version of her. But where's Vision? So she just wants to be with her kids, but she also created Vision in WandaVision. Wanda created Vision and her children. So I just like wondered, why wasn't Vision in this alternate universe that she wanted to go to? I was like, what's good with that? I don't know. There's obviously some reason as to why they didn't want to include Vision, or that he wasn't part of that universe. Maybe for some reason with maybe the Infinity Stones. I don't really know. Not that it's a big deal, but it was something I was curious about. However, if he was there, the story would have had to have been different. And to be honest, I don't want the movie. I didn't want the movie to be different. The movie was really great. Or I should say, Scarlet Witch kicks ass. I feel as though this movie should be called Scarlet Witch kicking ass across the multiverse, or WandaVision. No, Scarlet Witch tossing bodies across the multiverse, because she F's people up. There's a part in this film in the beginning where she has a talk with Doctor Strange. She says, hey, turn over America Chavez, because America Chavez is pretty much on the run through the multiverse because demons are chasing after her. But it's revealed that Scarlet Witch is using this book to summon demons and such as this guy to chase after America and capture her, so she could pretty much kill her and take her power and use it for what she wants to travel through the multiverse. But yes, there's a part when Scarlet Witch talks with Doctor Strange, and she says to her, turn her over to me peacefully, or Wanda won't be the one going there. I will, or whatever. The Scarlet Witch will be going, and eventually the Scarlet Witch goes to the place, the temple where Wong and all the other wizards or the ancient ones, the mystics are all at. I forget the place. It's the temple where they're all living, and she goes there and she wreaks havoc. She's throwing it's so cool. Oh my god, it's badass. It's so this movie was so much fun. I can't wait to go back and see it again. Yes, the horror vibe is there too. The violence is definitely toned up. I like it. I like that they had some blood, some gore. And I don't mean gore like guts, but I mean there's a moment where this woman who was a wizard, she was one of the people that was she was one of the people that was on Wong and in Doctor Strange's side. So she was one of the survivors after the temple got ruined by Scarlet Witch. And while Scarlet Witch was doing her witchcraft, traveling through the multiverse, this Wong was all tied up or something like that. She sneaks up this character, and she grabs the book and she takes a knife and just stabs it, and then she just burns away, and it's really grim and dark the way this character just gets effed up. And I'm yo, damn, there's that throughout the movie, and I just like it. You see, if I was to flip through comic books, you see in a lot of comics how there's blood and there's gore. These people are getting punched and stuff, and there's fighting. It's scary stuff, and they did it right. I think that's because Sam Raimi was part of this, and just again the team, whoever was behind it, of course Kevin Feige. But I think that there was a lot of hype for this because I heard, it's a horror movie, and they did well. So it's an A+ to me. It's 100 out of 100. I totally recommend going and seeing it. I can't wait to go back and see it. I've already said that 5 times. So yeah, I'm all about the horror vibes. And I think also, I'm kind of jumping around. I wanted to talk about this guy on my shirt. So I'm not disappointed when I'm going to say this. I'm not. But this is Schumacher Roth. But he's known as Gargantos. But I don't even think they refer to him as Gargantos in the movie. But they had to give him a name somewhere. Now, he was under control of Scarlet Witch to find America Chavez and get her power. But this guy is pretty much from Marvelverse Capcom 2, which is a phenomenal game. And I guess I just wanted more of him. I thought that he was going to be more of a big badass villain in the film. But that's okay. They gave us him. There could be another alternate version of him. And also the reason why they changed his name was because of like copyright or legal issues, something like that they couldn't use. Marvel Studios couldn't use the name Schumacher Roth, so they used Gargantos. Maybe that's the reason why he wasn't really that big of like a villain in this. He was kind of like a side, like a toss-away character that was just there, kind of like just this big monster. But it was cool. And he gets taken out pretty cool. His eye literally gets like pulled out by like a street lamppost, I think, that Doctor Strange and Wong use. Anyway, a lot of fun. A lot of cool stuff. Now, I wanted just to touch up on America Chavez. I didn't really know much about her, but I think they did her justice. I know that, yeah, she's, I think from like newer comic books, and she has the power to jump through the multiverse or travel through it. And I like that they did that with her character. They made her, instead of having the power, or knowing how to use the power, she uses it when she's afraid. And we see that at one point in the movie. She uses it when she's a child. There's sort of, they show it through a memory. And when she's like a little kid, this portal opens up and her mommies get sucked through it. And it's just, it's like, oh, that's like so sad. That's how she lost her parents. I like the girl who played her. I really like all the actors and actresses in this movie. I think they did really well all together. Even Doctor Strange and his lover, or the woman that he pretty much loves, I forget her name, she was really cool. And I just really enjoy this film. Sorry if I keep saying that, but yeah, this is like my first like positive review. And it's a spoiler review, so I already said that. So if you watch, I'm sure you, if you watched it, that's okay that I'm spoiling it. So yeah, I think I pretty much kind of covered everything. I mean, there's zombie Doctor Strange. Again, there was the group of the Illuminati, superheroes that at one point fought Thanos, and then I think I spoke about it before. If I didn't, how Scarlet Witch pretty much, she runs through them and F's them up. Like, she just shreds Mr. Fantastic. Black Bolt, she covers his mouth. And she does like a Agent Smith thing that he did to Neo in the Matrix, where he like covers his mouth. But Black Bolt covers his mouth and he's like, and his back of his head just explodes because he has supersonic, and just, it was like gruesome. She throws the shield at Captain Carter, and I would imagine it split her in half. She'd like Kung Lao to her. And then Captain Marvel, yeah, she fucked her up too. Dropped a big fucking pillar on the bitch. But I really liked those characters. I thought the Captain Marvel was really cool. I would have liked to have seen more of her. But it's really awesome too, because you think about what they can do now. That's just one universe. How many other universes do all these other characters exist? And Marvel, thank you. Thank you for giving me, or I should really say everyone, a great freaking movie. I totally enjoyed it and can't wait to go back and see it. Can't wait to get a poster, figures. I'm a big collector. It's nice to go out to a movie, to be hyped for a movie, and then go out, and then the hype, it's real, you know? I'm not just like talking, shit and being like, oh, go see it, bro. Like, it's a great film. I truly loved it. So with that, I'm going to give it, yes, an A+, 100 out of 100. I can't wait to see what Marvel has in store next. Yeah. But I'm really just content with seeing, like, with what I got, you know? I don't need to even wait and be like, oh, what's next to come? It's like, I'm chill now. I'm like, yo, this film was a lot of fun. So, I hope you guys liked. Feel free to subscribe, comment down below. I'd like to hear your thoughts, opinions, connect with all people that are into Marvel and all that stuff. So, thanks for coming and reviewing my video. That's all I have. Later.